Hey guys, welcome to JPlays. I am Iceman. This is my playthrough of Dune 2000. Let me see if I can... Oh, cool. In here I can turn the sound turns off. Alright, this one's been a bit of a pain to get working in Windows 10. Now, firstly, this game is basically abandonware. Um, I've checked everywhere. Unlike Command and Conquer 2, and Red Alert 2, which at the very least were available from the Origin, well, what was the Origin service and now is the EA app. This, on the other hand, is not available anywhere that I could find. Besides, buying a copy off eBay. Now, I happen to have, I bought this back on release. What was that? Late 90s, I think? I say this as I'm looking at my CD. Let me see here. I think there's a year in it. Because I don't have my game box anymore. I just have the CD. Does it mention what year it came out? No. And I don't want to alt-tab to go and check because this one is a real pain in the butt. Anyway, so the standard vanilla version of it, flat out, just won't work with 64-bit versions of Windows without some tinkering. The two recommended methods to play this was over either in a program called OpenRA, which doesn't have all the missions of the game, plus they're remade versions, as in remade from scratch in a level editor. So that makes it's not, one to one. The AI won't be the same. At least this. So what I'm running this in now, I think it's called Grunt mods or something like that. That at least works. It's just that it doesn't run perfect. Every time I go to play a movie, it alt tabs itself out to Windows, which is a pain in the butt. The videos don't play in full video versions, like full screen in Streamlabs, but they do on my PC, and there's some issues. But at least it works and has everything. So anyway, that involves the setup. Anyway, onto the game itself. So I remember, well, I'll start from the beginning. Dune 2 was the absolute first RTS game that I ever played. And I think it's the absolute first RTS game. And what I mean by that, not the obvious, of it just being real-time strategy. Dune 2 is the first one that kind of set the formula that so many games would follow for decades to come. As in where you have a base, you send out basic harvester units to collect resources, and then build up a force and go take out another base. Now, from what I remember, Dune 2 didn't really have any specialized missions. As in, I think from what I remember, the first one was just to collect 2,000 spice, and then it kind of just went on from there. But nothing like too complicated. Like to compare that to like if you've been watching my recent playthrough of Command and Conquer Generals, that had a lot more missions with very fine-tuned, very specific kind of goals. Dune 2 was far more simpler, but it was the first RTS, so you can't go that hard on it. It didn't have a lot of the features that more modern RTSs have. Like you couldn't do multi-unit selection by dragging a box around them. You had to like click each one individually. I think if you held down Shift, then it would select them all, but like you just had to click each one. I was either that or you had to move each one individually. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played it. But the original game is fantastic for its time. Hasn't aged well at all. But it's just a piece of a piece of history, And it's weird, even Dune 2, you can't find anywhere. So abandonware is like the only way you can go, I think. I haven't found that available anywhere, not even on GOG, which is amazing. I looked on GOG for this, not there. And like I said, not even Steam, nothing. Night Dive Studios, I hope you're listening, snap this one up. Even though Night Dive is now no longer independent, they're owned by Atari. No relation to the original OG Atari, but they're just Atari in name. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, Dune 2 is a classic for its time. I played that a dozen times back when that first came out. I don't think I could play that nowadays. I think that's a bit too retro. Like, I love retro, but that's even a bit too retro for me, I think. Let me think. So anyway, fast forward a decade from when Dune 2, oh, not a decade, but almost a decade. I think about 8 years or something. 8 or 9 years, I think, between Dune 2 and this. So this came out, if it's not late 90s, it would have been early 2000s, which would make it 10 years. Westwood did a remake, June 2000, which upped the graphics up to 16-bit, as you can see here with the selection. Added FMV with lots of known actors of the time, like John Rhys Davies, who I know from Sliders, but he's also probably better known nowadays, firstly Indiana Jones, but probably much better for Lord of the Rings, where he's unrecognizable from what he looks like normally. And yeah, I remember. It's been a long time since I played it, so I don't remember very much. There's a lot of faces I know, but I don't know what the actual actor name is. But John Rhys Davies, I remember seeing his name on the credits for Sliders all the time, so it's fresh in my memory. There's a guy for Ordos, which was a faction that wasn't in the books that these games are based off. If I remember correctly, Ordos were like a completely new faction just made for the games. Whereas Harkonnen and Atreides go straight back to the books and also the Dune movies. Well, yeah, movie plus miniseries and stuff like that. And various video games. So you got so Atreides are generally seen as the quotations good guys. Harkonnen, bad guys. Ordos, shades of grey. And there's also another faction, the Fremen, which are kind of their own thing. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll get on with this and we can start watching some coolish intro movies. So to start with, and apologies if the screen tabs, and I don't know how it's going to look in Streamlabs, but I'll try and edit this into like a watchable format. I hope there's no crashing or anything.
The planet Arrakis, known as Dune. Land of sand, home of the spice melange. The spice controls the universe. Whoever controls Dune controls the spice. The Emperor has proposed a challenge to each of the houses.
The house which produces the most spice controls Dune. There are no set territories, no rules of engagement.
Vast armies have arrived. Now 3 houses fight for control of Dune. The noble Atreides. The insidious Ordos. The evil Harkonnen. Only one house will prevail.
They make it sound so dramatic.
Target destination 3.2 meters.
Command and Conquer 2. And I know that's not technically Command & Conquer 2, but to me, for me, it's Command & Conquer 2.
According to Trados Vegas bases,
two of Hollywood's finest actors have found themselves in the heat of a fierce battle for world domination. A battle where the only shots that are being fired are camera shots. World-renowned actor and voice of Star Wars Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, and actor Michael Biehn, star of such films as Terminator, Aliens, and The Rock, have just completed shooting the latest installment in the hit CD-ROM interactive video game series, Command & Conquer. The multi-million-dollar Command & Conquer Tiberium Sun from video game maker Westwood Studios is the third in the series that has already sold 10 million games worldwide. This is the first CD-ROM game venture for both Michael Biehn and James Earl Jones.
And the thrill for me is that I can relate to at least 3 generations. It's not King Lear, it's Darth Vader or Lion King, you know. And I don't like to limit how I make a living. I like to try a lot of things, you know, not get pigeonholed.
As far as the acting goes, no, I mean, the camera's the same, the sound's the same. You know, the lighting, the waiting, the call times, the caterer, the lunch.
Filmed on location in Las Vegas and at Westwood Studios' own back lot, filming took 3 weeks, multiple sets, and a crew of more than 50. Set in the early 21st century, Command & Conquer Tiberium Sun will once again pit the evil Brotherhood of Nod against the good guys, the Global Defense Initiative, or GDI.
We're just telling a story inside of the game, and we're just like, it seems to me what we're doing is we're leading the game player up to a point and say, okay, now you take over, and they take over with the game plan. They cut back to me and go, whew, man, attacking that supply base is really tough. Now I think we should, go rescue Umagon. Cut. And we cut.
Command & Conquer Tiberium Sun is due for release this fall, and then the future of our planet will lie in the skilled hands of the game players. But with big weapons and large caliber stars, I think we'll be okay. This is Eric Randall reporting.
Please, that's the flag. Yes, please. Sweet.
Yeah, Randall, if you don't recognize the voice, he did... I know he was an employee of Westwood. I can't remember what his job was. Hope you can hear my voice, by the way. From what I remember... Yeah, he played a journalist in the original Command & Conquer. Anyway, let's get on with the game itself. That's really cool, though, seeing the behind-the-scenes things and James Earl Jones, how he looked back then. So we're going to start out playing as Atreides.
On this planet, you will die. We have seen it. But the Sisterhood of the Bene Gesserit has been wrong before, from time to time. I am Lady Alara, bound concubine and truthsayer to the Padishah Emperor. I booked your passage to Dune on this highliner. If the Emperor discovers this, I will be executed. He is not a compassionate man. You are here because of the prophecy. My sisterhood has studied your bloodline and your future. We have seen you die many times. We have also seen you rise to command vast armies, bringing peace to Arrakis. Once. That is the prophecy. That is the future we seek.
So her I've seen across multiple things, across multiple decades. Was she in the original version of Dune? I don't think so. No, that was a different actress. I've seen her in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Seen her in that god-awful sequel of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. She's that one that goes, oh, they're like, I thought you were dead. It's like, now you will die, or something like that. I think that's the last thing I saw her in. She's also been in... She was like in one episode of Stargate SG-1. one of Tilk's love interests. I'm sure she's done a dozen things. I don't think she's done main roles in anything that I know of. Always just someone like a bit actor, like someone who'd be like playing a one-off character in something. Never like a permanent character in anything. Not that I remember anyway. Recognizable face though. And by the way, since we're playing this in the Grunt thing, there's also an additional campaign, Mercenaries. I'll check that out when I'm through this. I think it's only 3 missions long. So I don't know what that it goes as.
House Atreides. Yes. Of Caladan, the water world. A fleet of ornithopters ensures the Atreides' ultimate air power. And the noble Duke Leto seeks to ally with the stealthy Fremen desert warriors. If the Fremen agree, the Duke may become unstoppable.
Yes, I wish to play as House Atreides.
Atreides claimed strategic regions. Ordos moved in on the east. Harkonnen invade from the north.
So here we got a choice in which mission to go. Unfortunately, I don't get mission selection in this. Otherwise, I would do what I did with the Command & Conquer remaster, where I played each iteration. Like this game, from what I remember, is great enough that I would definitely play each iteration. To quickly discuss that, I remember when I played this, I really adored this remake. I thought this is one of the shining examples of like a remake or remaster. No, this isn't a remaster, but this is like a remake done well. Like until Metroid Zero Mission, which I played through last year, I think. Until then, this was like my shining example of like how to do a remake properly. Like giving justice to the original, where it's not just a one-to-one, you know, it adds well. It doesn't detract, doesn't introduce any negative elements. It just adds new things that just work. And work well. Yeah, if there was mission selection in this, I thought maybe there is. If there is, I'll do it. We'll see anyway. Let's see anyway. If I go back. I thought there was. Yeah, select mission. Where's that? So there's orders. There's Harkonnen. Okay, so we can. Alright. Alright, we'll do Atreides V1. So I'm guessing, yeah, they're 2 different selections.
Welcome, conscripts. I am Nori Moneo, mentat to the Duke.
John Rice Davies.
You won't regret joining Leto's men. Not when we've won Dune and we're all rich with spice, eh? Riches? Is that why you come to this bloody sandpit? Crawling with Harkonnen who'd rather drink your blood than their mother's milk. Filled with worms, the length of 100 men, keeping you clinging to the safety of rocks like children. Let me remind you, we are here to fight for the Duke. For the Duke! We will mine spice in the Imperial Basin, and for the Duke, we will rid this land of Harkonnen. Keep that in mind. And you'll be Dune men yet.
This is an important thing that's specific to the Dune games. Any buildings you place should be placed on concrete, otherwise they get damaged. I think they get damaged anyway, but like the rate of damage is much, much worse. Essential for power generation. Alright, give me a minute. Alright.
Game saved.
Ready, Commander. For the Duke.
Building. Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Construction complete. Building.
So I'll try this for a little bit on this level of zoom, and we'll see how we go. I think that I'm doing this on my end of about 1400 by 900.
Construction complete.
Ah, really?
Cancelled. Building.
Ready, Commander. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
For the Duke.
Building.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Atreides out. For the Duke. Yes, sir. For the Duke. For the Duke. Atreides out. Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
See that? See that? How that?
Construction complete. New construction options.
Okay.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Orders, sir. Atreides out. For the Duke. Atreides out.
Construction complete.
Atreides out. Yes, sir.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Reinforcements have arrived.
And reinforcements? Where? Oh. So the thing I remember in this is there was
Orders, sir.
they introduced
For the
like
Duke. Yes, sir.
objectives in missions. Oh, it's a
For the Duke.
very, very, very.
Orders, sir. Atreides out. Ready, Commander. Yes, sir. For the Duke.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building.
Ready, Commander. For the Duke.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. For the Duke. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this remake adds
For the
nice
Duke.
quality of life
Yes, sir.
style things.
Yes, sir.
Like you can now
Worm sign.
ooh worm sign.
Atreides out.
Construction
You'd have to see.
complete.
Now where there's worms you have to be careful.
Cancelled.
They
Building.
can eat up your worms. I mean your
Yes, sir.
oh there
Yes,
it is.
sir.
Construction complete.
If you keep your people on the away from the sand,
Yes, sir.
you're okay.
Atreides out.
Shit.
Building.
Standing by. Orders confirmed.
Construction complete.
Orders confirmed.
Building.
Reporting. Orders confirmed.
Construction complete. Building.
Commander. Orders confirmed.
Construction complete.
Reporting.
Building. Worm sign.
Standing by. Let's go. Orders confirmed. Orders confirmed. Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. Orders confirmed. Yes, Commander. Ready, Commander. For the Duke. Yes, sir. For the Duke.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Orders confirmed. Orders confirmed. Orders confirmed. Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. Standing by. Yes, Commander. Orders confirmed. Orders confirmed. Standing by. Orders confirmed. Let's go. Orders confirmed. Yes, Commander. Let's go. Orders confirmed. Let's go. Orders confirmed. Orders confirmed.
Construction complete.
All right. Now we can sit back and wait for Minecraft 2000 more credits.
Commander.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Oh, that'll.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Cannot build here.
I have to get 2,000 spice. Oh, 2,500. Okay. So when I played this originally, many years ago, I played through the Atreides and the Harkonnen
Mission complete.
campaigns, but I never actually beat the Ordos one, so the plan's to do that one too.
Atreides captured more territory and drove the Ordos out. Ordos head for the Harkonnen. Harkonnen expanded their borders.
Okay.
Game saved.
Yeah, so we've just played through the Atreides V1. Next up we'll try the second version. Alright. Okay, so that does it for that mission. I will see you guys in the next video. Guys, have a good one.